Users of Reddit, what are you still mad about? Back in my junior year history class, we were writing an open book quiz. I dropped my pencil, and it bounced under the desk of a guy next to me. He noticed and picked it up. My teacher immediately failed both of us for cheating. The quiz was maybe 5% of our grade, and it was 20 years ago, but it still burns my grits. My high school physics teacher failed me on a test because my deskmate was copying from me. Like she saw who was copying from who, knew I was the best in class, and mentioned because she copied from me we are both failing. The reasoning was something along the lines, to make me so angry that I wouldn't let others take from me. Like hell I don't care. If I rob your house you go to jail with me because you should protect your house better. When my son was 3 this big kid pushed him off the top of a bouncy house slide then jumped on top of him breaking his arm. I ran over to my son while my friend confronted the kid's dad. When told his son broke my kid's arm the dad laughed. Stupid parents raise stupid kids. I would have been arrested that day for backhanding someone else's kid. When I was in 2nd grade I asked my teacher permission to go to the bathroom. She said yes. When I came back I got in trouble for leaving the classroom without permission. When I was in kindergarten, it was nap time and I asked permission to go to the bathroom. My teacher said no. I peed on the floor. I had to go home because my clothes were all wet. Who TF tells a 5-year-old they can't go to the bathroom? Edit. Wow. I can't believe how many people this happened to. That's effing ridiculous. Shitty teachers. When I was in kindergarten, my school had a student Olympics where all the kids would participate in physical competitions, like sprinting and jump ropes or other kid-friendly competitions. I was in the lead for the sprinting competition, and it was the final lap. I was gonna win. I was so close. But one of my classmates ran behind me and shoved me down, making my knee bleed profusely. I don't care that I was injured. I'm just effing pissed that dipshit won. He didn't even get in trouble. I'm still pissed about that. To hell with you, Michael. I was doing a relay race in kindergarten and was about to win, but I slipped and my foot goes over the finish line, but the teachers didn't count it, so I got last. Only being invited to my in-laws' house because they need something technology related fixed under the guise of food. I graduated in 2008, in the middle of that recession. There were no jobs available because I was magically overqualified with my college degree and underqualified with no experience. I got one interview and I was perfect for the job, but the employer said that I lived too far away. The commute would have been an hour and 10 minutes, but I was willing to move because I had just finished school and there was nothing keeping me in my college town. The interviewer just kept shaking his head saying that's too far of a drive. Dude, effing listen to me. It would have been an awesome job. I had a pretty similar experience the other day. An interviewer asked about my living situation and got mad when I told her that I'll probably be moving to a city 40 minutes away from the one where I'm living right now because we're in the middle of a housing crisis and it's pretty much impossible to find somewhere to live in this city unless you're rich. I told her that I could commute there, but she just wasn't having it and kept asking if I was just going to leave the city like that. It was definitely a weird experience. When I was in the 6th grade, I had trouble with math and as such, tended to ask a lot of questions in class. Once, when we were reviewing something, I think it was algebra, I raised my hand to ask a question because I didn't understand, and the teacher said, in an annoyed tone and totally serious, "Oh, geez. I guess you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink." Embarrassed me to the point where I never asked questions in that class again, and ended up just barely passing. I'm 25 now, and it still makes me mad. To hell with you, Mrs. Magnuson. I quietly asked a friend for pencil lead in math class once, and my teacher laid into me for talking over him, but I needed the lead to write notes or I'd fall behind. I'm a teacher now, and I constantly remind myself and others that kids being disruptive is almost never malicious, they just need something. When I was at university, my sister's school had a fundraising thing where they accepted donations for them to sell off in a car boot sale. My mum gave away my entire book collection without letting me know. This included a book that my granddad gave to me when I turned 15 where he wishes me the best, a couple from teachers after I left their class, and a few that I exchanged with friends when I graduated secondary school. We gave each other a copy of some of our favorite books. I know I'm a nerd. I only found out months later with no way to track them down. Reading all these, my parents gave away my ex without me knowing. Pissed me off to no end. Is it really that hard to take a minute out of your precious day? You ask, hey son/daughter, do you want to keep this or not? I might give it away. It's not that hard. My parents always ask before doing something like that, and I always ask before doing something like that. That my parents sold my longboard that I bought and kept the money to themselves. I would learn to use a skateboard if my cocaine using, chair throwing, wife beating, thrift store Dwayne Johnson looking ass stepdad didn't snap it in half on my birthday. My best friend in 7th grade texted me while pretending to be her mom. She texted me saying that she had killed herself. And when I saw my friend in person the next week, she laughed when I told her that I had thrown up because I cried so hard. Now I have major trust issues, and I still have a grudge on her. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe now, or I will eat your dog. Bye.